I definitely stopped the YouTube streams yesterday. I was tweaking. I just had a moment where I was like, did I stop my YouTube streams last night? I did. As tired as I was, I was locked in. As tired as I was tapped in for real. So I should be live over here on the. My mic should be a lot louder than this shit, bro. I feel like even when I turn it the fuck up, it's not as turn the fuck up as it turn the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. I'm not a wreck. Load my shit. Load my shit, fuck nigga. Load my shit. Why isn't it live though? How am I shadow banned from myself? This doesn't make any sense. That makes sense. Okay, we louder. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and scrap this initial recording. I'm getting everything loaded up. I hope everything is viewable. Everything seems to be viewable. I gotta do all this right now. All right, we're gonna get to that later. I'm on a game. Hoorah. Hooroo. All right, let's stop recording for a second. What the fuck is wrong with me, bro? They love you for that. So the best part is that I am just gonna get the stream started. Plan, no plan, we here. Fuck them, we ball. Why are they acting like I didn't already fucking connect it? Yo, let me calm my language down. What? Yes, sir. All right, big bet. Raindrop. Drop top. Should be connected for real. Let me make sure everything's connected. Come on, bro. Gotta make sure I'm getting on my Call of Duty points. Getting on my Call of Duty comeuppance. Alright, chat. I should be ready to go. The stream should be smooth. Everything should be good. What is going on? It is your boy, the one, the only, Creo. We are back in the building, alright? I hope you guys are having yourself a swell evening. Let me go ahead and get this shit started, recording. And then we can get to the gameplay and everything. Damn. See, that's why I don't like having it super loud, but I feel like it's better than having it super low. I'm trying this new thing where I have really loud audio and like decent, you know, gameplay. Because yesterday, the only problem seemed to be the fact that this shit was loud as hell. The gameplay was loud as fuck. So to try to get crystal clear, I'm gonna try to, you know, just say fuck it and turn the gameplay down. What's going on with you? What's going on, everybody? We are back on Black Ops 7 stream. What's up? I need to start chopping these clips up, to be completely real with you, because listen, there's a whole plan in motion to how I'm gonna dice this content shit up together. So if you're watching this in the raw form, my nigga, get down in the chat, tell me how you doing today. Diddy got 4 years. I'm gonna started with that. Okay? I'm started with that. We gonna turn the gameplay like right there. Let's get to it. I played before work. I may have to show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a clip that I hit before work after this game. But let me just say, before work, caught me some hats. But I have not been on all night. It's 1 o'clock at night, and I'm just now getting on to play. So I'm probably gonna be dealing with some of the worst caliber players that, you know, the world has to offer. But I'm gonna tap the fuck in real quick for at least an hour or two, and we gonna get off. But yeah, the Diddy trial has commenced. It's come and gone, not in the sense of it's come and gone, you know, in the sense of justice has quote unquote been served. The resolution has been resolved. You don't see this nigga behind you, or you don't just care. What is it? and turn it up just a little bit. He gets charged with 2 out of the 6 charges I think he was being. I had that peacekeeper on me because I unlocked it. Look at this, look at this, look at this. You see this bitch? View the gun. How do I can't. I give up. I give up. Nah, how do I view my gun? I ain't gonna quit like that. What the fuck is... There she go. Never give up on your dreams, my nigga. Look at that peacekeeper. Oh, she got them matte nails. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanna do 1 or 2 matte black nails. Not gonna lie, at least 1 or 2. At least 1 or 2. Fuck all the gender norm shit. I really don't care, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. How about that? That's how we feel. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? You niggas is overly policing what niggas is doing with their body. Overly. That's more bitch-like than anything, trying to tell another nigga what to do with his body. I'm just saying, get off my nails, pussy. Get off my nails. So your bitch can get on them. I don't gotta call her a bitch, though. It don't even need to be that. Why does misogyny need to be in the midst of me? Let me shut up. How about that? I said what I needed to say. Say what you need to say. I just got my head blown off. Yeah. Back to the bullshit. This is the problem. This nigga's cracked. What did he just do? Yeah, like, give me calf time. Fuck no. I'm out. That nigga hit a spinneroonie on me. Fuck that. Buddy hit a spinneroonie on me. I'm out of there. I'm out of there. And make sure everything sounds decent. Let me go ahead and close that because I don't think that's needed. Why is it like that? Keep it a G, ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it, the hood don't love it. Gotta like it, the hood don't love it. Alright, the hood gon' love it, type shit. Alright, let's get serious. Tap in, lock in. Let me take a sip of this tea right here. Lock in, let me take a sip of this tea right here. I forgot my water. One of the things that God made for us people, and it's like a blessing, is water, bro. It's water, bro. That shit is so fire. That shit make me spell onomatopoeia. I can't even do it. But as I was drinking water, I could do anything. Absolutely anything. But I had to answer for cancer, nigga. Shit. You see how that shit flew off the tongue? It's because of that agua right there, nigga. Refreshing. Kid Cudi. Nigga, the cup's outside. Yo, you all remember that? Mr. Gravedigger? I was about to say bitch ass song. There was no reason for that. Okay, locking in. First topic. Fuck. First topic on the docket. Diddy. Out of pocket. Alright. Let's get into it. No notes for this, okay? What I'm gonna start doing is literally typing up little notes. Little like things that come to my mind to kind of keep me engaged in the conversation. The trial is over. It's commenced. 2 of the 4 charges, two charges that were really big, he had already not been convicted of. So that news had already broke to the world. That what the fuck is that tape shit? Oh my god, he gonna put my head off. That news is already broke to the world, and people are already talking about how that was. Like the thing there, like he didn't get charged with the 2 big charges, which I believe were racketeering or like I don't have all the facts as of right now. They're always obtainable. You can look them up. So fact check me. I'm just partially. Damn, I'm just partially right. What the fuck is you doing, dummy? What is this? What is this? I got a device. What am I doing? Oh, I did some shit.
We overloaded their control.
Load up that scout post. Oh god. Where he at? Where he at? Dumbass. You fell right into my trap post. How them niggas still getting back there?
The overload device is in our control.
But that happened, and then, you know, the conviction happens, you know, which is always kind of weird. It's like it doesn't happen simultaneously. It happens like, what the fuck is wrong with these bullets? Where are they going? They're not shooting at the target. I'm shooting to that. What's happening? I'm not. This shit got crazy recoil. But with upgrades, I think it'd be beautiful. Can I use these doors? Stabilizer.
Hostiles have the overload device.
I lost my train of thought because I just said that word and I don't know the origins of it, and it's just something that I know, but I don't know the origins of it. So I feel like it's maybe disrespecting the religion, so I just had to lose my train of thought because of it. That's the price I pay for saying some shit that I don't know what I'm talking about. Kill this. See, and then I almost backed it up with some blasphemy. Some blasphemy. Nothing that I steal in the name of the Lord. Got your dumb ass dead. Fucking around with real one, yes sir. So, you know, the conviction happens. It doesn't happen simultaneously. It's given some time, deliberation, you know, given the charges, and they sit back and they're like, all right, what are we gonna give him? He was facing up to, I believe, 11 years is what they were looking for. They were looking for him to at least face 11 years in jail. And his people were obviously seeking what they could seek. The nigga got money, so they were seeking, hey, time served basically. Get him out, you know, as soon as possible. And then, you know, the defense, or not the defense. Is it defense? I don't know. They're like, give him 11. His people were like, nah, give him time served. They ended up approaching 11, not 11 months, 55 months, okay? So these should be out. Bow, stole your shit, my fault. That was, see, that's what I get. Trying to steal niggas' kills. That was so crazy. I was really trying to steal it too. Y'all heard how I said bow and everything. I saw it and I manifested it. That's crazy. But yeah, he should be out maybe 2028, late 2028, maybe around this time, October, November, December 2028. I think it's crazy. You know, I think all around this has been a very popular topic on the internet for a multitude of reasons. Exposure of sexualities, you know, what people do behind doors, what happens behind, you know, the veil of everything. But not too behind, because everyone's kind of always known. You know, what happens behind Diddy, or around Diddy. What happens behind niggas around. See? Niggas start making jokes like that. But what I'm saying is, the internet not trivialized it, but they made it more of a meme and focused on things that were more meme worthy instead of like, hey, we need to really have discourses and conversations about it. You know, more honest and more morally based true conversations. And honestly, this pulls me back to a lyric, and I think I even may make a video about this, but it brings me back to the lyric. Niggas cackling about, but all of y'all is on trial. Because at the end of the day, these events and these things that transpired were not happening behind anybody's back. They weren't happening silently. These things were happening right in front of people. People were seeing them. They were being paid off. They were choosing, hey, fuck it. He has the money. He has the access. He has the resources. So we gonna do it. Fuck it. They were choosing the hush money. And Kid Cudi got his motherfucking car blown up because of the shit. So it was like, and that was years ago. So this is something that is like, it shows people's alliance. And if we talk about the party dying, at the end of the day, it shows people's alliance, and it shows where they are morally on situations and what they will do for $1. How much does $1 cost to these motherfuckers? For some of them, they will sit at parties where niggas are just butt booty naked fucking each other, and it wasn't preordained or prearranged. And then they'll go downstairs where it was prearranged and preordained, and they doing crazier shit to people. But they like, hey, fuck it, whatever it may be. I feel like if it's all arranged, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't feel like we should talk about people's sexual escapades if done properly and channeled in the proper ways. But when they include an underworld, that may also include children, that may include people against their will, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes the work of, hey, bad people, bad people, bad people, bad people. You know what I mean? That's me. That ain't me. That ain't me. I got a fucking Bob, bitch. That's AI. That's not me. That wasn't me. We're switching sides. Please make that guy switching sides. Switching sides. Who made Fuck Love for You? Was it Trippie Redd or was it XXX? I don't mean to have such a divisive conversation because I feel like they each came together to make such an amazing, beautiful track. But the origins of that song is that X wasn't feeling it at first, so he gave it to Trippie Redd. And Trippie Redd dropped the initial fucking hook, which is all that he dropped on that shit. And then X came through with the fucking verse and basically made it like they brought it together. They both did they fucking thing, okay? Because without the hook, the verse would never have come together. Without the verse, the hook could never be. So the way that they both just did they fucking thing and you know, really made a great, beautiful track. Yeah. But we don't need to have a divisive conversation. Never mind. Don't even answer that question. Back to the whole Diddy conversation. People were more focused on the freak offs, the baby oil, the context of what they may possess, fucking drugs or whatever they were. I don't know if it's K2, but whatever the fuck the shit may be. And who's on those Diddy tapes. They were more focused on that than the fact that there were true victims that were coming out. There was a video of Cassie getting chased in a towel by this man. Fucking stomped on. Shit's being thrown at her. This nigga is like a kingpin sitting there in the hotel. This nigga's in the hotel lobby in a blanket just sitting there for a second because he got that kind of access. Then they got the top of the penthouse. Then he's like, yo, we can buy this shit. We can get that. That's truly the scary, hey, we need to fucking do some shit about this. This is crazy. That's the problem. But people must rather make jokes. Oh, he probably, she ran away with his dildo. Y'all niggas is goofy. Alright? What's real shit? Time and place. And it's not the time nor the place. Y'all niggas was silent when this shit was nowhere to be found, when it was just on the hush hush. But I don't know, whatever. Niggas do whatever for their money, bro. We can live without him. I've been chasing that nigga for a minute, not tracking him down. I think it's time to watch the party die for real. But you know, that took over. The memes took over. The oh my god, look at this, the Thugalicious, you know, it was real. All of that took over. The memes took over. I believe that kind of gave headway for everything else to be downplayed and for it not to be seen as such a horrific doing of somebody who has an immense amount of power, because that's truly what it is. We're dealing with somebody who has financial advantages that ultimately can lead to somebody mentally feeling and either in a mental money trance type shit. Look what money make a bitch do, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Money make a bitch do some shit. Niggas would do some things. Money would have a nigga sucking dick. Like, yo, my fault. Like, that's crazy. If you do whatever you want with your time, you know what I'm saying? But like, money will have somebody who, I'll never do that, doing that, because it's that important to them. It's the evil world we live in, for real, it's the evil world. Shout out to Pluto. Y'all niggas ain't tapped into the understanding of Pluto for real. I'm gonna just say, do your due diligence on who rules Pluto. Future really is that guy, if you think about it. Anyway, he's living amongst it. These niggas are bad folks and bad people, and he had money and advantages, and he used it against people. And although he blamed his drug usage and he blamed his drug abuse on it, you also coerced other people by getting them in drugs. And I think when you have okay, damn nigga, they hit that shit in unison. I ain't even see that shit. They hit that Renasha Banks real quick. When you got big type money like he does, I feel like if you're somebody who's getting high, right, and you have a meeting later today, and you have a meeting to talk about $500,000, I feel like that person getting high is gonna be a little different than that person waking up who has to talk about a $500 million deal. I feel like the person who's a $500 million deal is a little more equipped to deal with they shit. So like, a person doing a drug with a nigga who's of that caliber, it's like they have devices around them to get them together that the person who doesn't really have experience may not have the devices. So you giving somebody a drug, it's the same dosage. You have people who give you IVs. You have people who know to give you waters at a certain time, who know to check up on you. This person doesn't have fucking anybody, but you have all the money and power and resources. And also the whole underlining, there are videos of it, you know, the whole underlining, they did the whole politician way of like fucking on camera and then hiding that shit, and then if you get out online, they popping that shit out like it's fucking receipts and you trying to leave death row, like for real, like, then if you know, when that nigga Tupac tried to leave, he said, who the fuck paying for this? It's not free, nigga. You trying to leave? Get these albums, get the fuck up out of here. You believe in death row? Believe in me, bitch. So it's like, you know, if they try to say anything against him, if they try to come to him, hey, that was wrong. I don't feel good about that. That was weird. Fuck is you talking about? Like, whatever you doing, you know, I get my look. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas. I'm rich like that. I got money and resources. I got 10 other people that were there that are willing to look at you and say it didn't happen. That is some scurry shit, if you ask me. Give me that. I want it. We going. Blitz. Blitz. Y'all niggas not blitzing with me. They don't want it. They don't want it like I want it. They don't want it like I want it. I'm hungry. They don't want it like I want it. I'm hungry. I knew you was there, pussy. They don't want it like I want it. I'm hungry. What? Alright, I got it. Let's go. Crashed out. Oh, you waited like a little pussy boy for real. But yeah, I think that's a very insidious. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a very insidious idea. It's a very insidious reality that we live in. And for him to only get 4 years, I'm really concerned as to what the public's perception of what the public is going to do. I know I keep relating back to Kendrick Lamar lyrics, but, you know, make amends and find a nigga with the same skin to do it. You know, that's the culture. Crack a bottle. Hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, you forget the remains. We start over. That's the problem. Our first days are trained to accept whatever follows. Oh my God, the sensitive. Oh my God, that shit, bro. I'm over here seeing shit. Tell me there wasn't somebody just over there. But for real, you know, what is gonna come of the conversation? You know, what is gonna come of this man's public image? Is he gonna be able to get out and fucking use his resources and access and his voice to sway folks over? I mean, we already know that there are a bunch of weird ass niggas who blame the victims of such a matter, but that's just the world we live in, bro. There are folks who really would much rather blame the victim instead of understand the victimizers. And at the end of the day, it's like those that end up getting therapy are often those who are the ones traumatized by the work and the doings of the person that hurt them. The motherfuckers who need therapy don't go to therapy. In those extreme cases, you know what I'm saying? The extreme cases, those that don't need therapy go to therapy. Those that have been hurt to the point where they gotta go. I'm sure I saw that on Twitter. I'm sure it's a quote, but it was one of them real ass shits, bro. It's like when NBA Youngboy said, what they really say? How we both kill each other. Oh no, there was another thing. When NBA Youngboy said, you know what I'm saying? If we got a problem, call my phone. And if you don't got my number, then we don't got a problem because you don't even know me like that. That is some real ass shit. How the fuck I don't even know you like that, but we got a problem. Man, you's a bitch. For real. That's just what you gotta say to niggas like that. You don't gotta give it too much thought. You don't gotta give it too much. Not too much. Oh, damn, they about to score for real. But yeah, bro. I don't know what's gonna come of it. I hope the people. I mean, all I can do is maintain my sanity and my state of stand my ground in the sense of morality. Being like, yeah, we don't fuck with that, bro. Kendrick, you better not pop out with this nigga. Everything you said was a farce. If you pop out with this nigga, your fans wouldn't know what to do. Why do I keep going back to Kendrick? I don't know. It's just something, you know, as a fan of hip hop that I do. I look at those that have the pulse over the culture right now, and he's one of those artists. And also, when he was in the midst of his rap battle, he mentioned him a couple times. He said, "You gonna make a nigga bring back Puff," and then he turned around and was like, you know, people are cackling about him, but then he bleeped out his mention of the fact that people were cackling about Puff. He bleeped that out. You know, I was kind of worrying as to why he did that. I'm like, why you bleep that out? I feel like that's something that you should definitely. Why the fuck does this game decide to do this around a certain time? It's not even my controller. It's not stick drift, but it just starts to lag. Like I can't feel my face, bruh. I gotta fucking restart. This is one of those little lag things that it does. It's okay. It's beta. I gotta. Wow, can't just run through that. But I don't really know I don't know what else there is to talk about. I think I covered that topic. Up, down, right to the fucking crevices and everything. That's what's happening with that. It is what it is. I think yesterday, even though it wasn't really recording, I spoke about how, you know, trying to convince others, or not necessarily convince, but truly intellectualize the fact that you are right to those that aren't coming to you to understand if you are, or not even if you're right, but what it is.
Hostiles have the overload device.
That situation is whatever it is. They don't want to understand you. They just try to have those and force those conversations. Like those with the Charlie Kirk situation. Those who feel away and feel that we should have humanity should understand that those who do not, well, they shouldn't understand. See, I'm doing it. This is a beautiful tree. This is so beautiful. I need one of these in my yard. If I had one of these in my yard, ooh, boy, I'd be out there sipping tea every morning. I'm gonna have one of these for real. I'm gonna pin this in the future. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna be like, this is my tree. My red tree or a flower box or whatever. I'll get a tree. Is what I'm trying to say.
New overload device.
Trying to convince others. Well, people have their preordained opinions. Most or some based off of their
to the enemy zone.
With the situation with this recent assassination that happened last month, or beginning of last month. People who are of the opinion that people need to have humanity, and it's saying that people have jokes. I myself can understand that. I can also understand why people don't have humanity towards them, and why they feel like somebody of his opinion and his validity in the type of conversations he was having, they feel like he truly was a net negative to society. I can understand that as well. So I can understand them not having sympathy. I know it's something within human nature to kind of a sixth sense of humor. Just humans have it, it is what it is. They say God has a sixth sense of humor because he does. Shit be happening in a funny, fucking sick-sadistic way, but it be funny as fuck sometimes. You be like, goddamn, how does it happen? The way it happens is hilarious, but I can understand that, that's just a sick nature of the world and of the people. I'm not saying that it is right. I'm not saying that it is something that doesn't need to be confronted, but it just is. And I feel like in situations where we have lots of trauma to deal with, we shouldn't focus on the obvious, and I feel like that's very obvious. The fact that it's wrong that people are laughing at this man's death is very obvious. We should, I guess, come together as people, and my idea is, yeah, I'm trying to get you niggas to join my cult. That's what it is, motherfucker. I'm gonna just tell it how it is. I'm gonna be the first cult nigga to come out, alright? I want you niggas to join and drink the juice. Alright? Drink the... Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, fuck no. Robo bitch came after me for real. Get him up out of here. I saw a nigga over here. I want y'all to drink the juice, though. What I'm trying to say is, people coming together in the midst of a disagreement, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a town hall coming together when they not all seeing eye to eye. That's what the fuck you supposed to do. Everybody's supposed to be able to voice their opinion, but also come together with the common interest of understanding and a common goal in mind. We don't have a common interest and common goal. I feel like some people genuinely just want to divide. What I say on that one song, I ain't got no time for semantics. And fuck the antics. Don't worry about my political stances. They say life is a test, and I'm hiding on my answers. And the land of free, but ain't got shit to the mass. They ain't got shit. Ain't got shit. I got fucking distracted because there's a nigga in the chat. What's good, bro? Juice, you say. Fuck is you talking about juice, you say? What's going on, honestly, yeah? But we talking about juice. When did I say something about juice? I ain't got no time for the antics and fuck semantics. Don't worry about my political stances. They say life is a test and I'm hiding on my answers. In the land of free, but ain't got shit for the bastards. Cold word for the masses. Left out on they asses. Told to pay a fee, get on your knees and pray to master. In the land of free where judgment is high. People trying to get by and people spilling words. Only purpose is to divide. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Niggas who are spilling their opinions, talking about how they feel, how I feel. If you know, you know. Niggas talking about how they feel like it really matters when it comes to getting to progression in society where everybody is entitled to their own feelings and emotions and way of living their life. Everyone is to be respected if they are also just trying to get their little piece of land and do what they need to do. Let them practice their religion freely. What X say? If you are a supremacist, feel free to exercise whatever the fuck you feel from the inside and the comfort of your own home. Should not be moved on what's going on outside or around you. You don't like the Super Bowl halftime performance? Nigga, shut that shit the fuck off and play Madden for 30 minutes. Y'all acting like shit, like it's simple, bro. It's simple, bro. It's simple, bro. Why are people acting stupid, bro? People are acting really dumb when it comes to that. But honestly, they're just racist. Like, these niggas is in office, they in racist, they running the board right now, and they still arguing about Bad Bunny. They still mad about Bad Bunny. It's like, y'all niggas is just hateful in your hearts, bro. Instead of coming together and understanding why people don't have sympathy, y'all niggas will much rather rage war when y'all are also crying at the same time because it was such a traumatic event that happened. Niggas feel the same exact thing for all their kids that they gotta worry about setting up funeral arrangements for because of these crazy ass laws that allow crazy ass people, or not necessarily allow. They don't just say, hey, go into these schools and do these things. But the way that we approach these conversations are not in a way that we are coming to a resolve, and that's problematic. But instead of coming to a resolve in the face of a situation where we can all come together and admit, hey, yo, that was crazy. Some people may laugh after that, but we could all come together and admit that it was crazy and it sucks. And it happened in front of so many people. It was a traumatic situation and it's happening in front of schools. We need unity. But there is no unity. It's the same thing that comes in when we talk about Black lives, bro. Like, we talk about the Matters movement. These niggas said blue lives matter, all lives matter. There's a whole flag to represent their alliance and love towards the blue life and the blue flag. Which at the end of the day, if you are a flag, I appreciate the service that you do to the people. I just pray that you actually apply yourself in the best way possible and you give humanity to those that you are policing and officer. Like I said, let me talk to the lawmen. Do you understand the people that you policing? This shit is deeper than the core of the earth. Bloodlines in the dirt, stripped from the motherland until they have no worth. Those same hands built the nation as we know it. And if they got appreciation for it, they don't show it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you got to understand these places that you going to and that you talking crazy about and you pushing niggas around and policing them. You don't even understand their trials and tribulation. You scared of their knee-jerk reaction, not understanding where they come from. Bitch! You being like, why are you mad at cops? Because, like, bro, there are reasons. But instead of understanding them in the face of people being like, yo, this is a problem, they were like, all lives matter. Your black life don't matter, nigga boy. My fault. That was crazy. But your black life don't matter. All of us matter. We know that we all matter, and that's what we're trying to say by saying Black Lives Matter. But honestly, I don't know why we keep screaming to the same motherfuckers that brought us over here on boats, treated us crazy as fuck, freed us on some here nigga damn shit, and then fucking hid information away from us for a long fucking time. But we kept forever we remained untamed, and we kept progressing. And when we got Black Wall Street, these bitch niggas crop dusted this shit the fuck up out of here. But we kept fucking progressing, and these bitch niggas hated it. They've done the craziest shit to this black skin, and niggas still rise. Shout out my Angelou. I rise, I rise, I ride. We like bread in this bitch. We rising always. Like, when I say they, I'm speaking very vaguely. They've never liked the black skin tone, G. Fuck is we gonna do about that? We can't talk it out with these niggas. Nor can we duke it out with these niggas. Cause bro, ignorance bleeds ignorance. Ooh. Fuck all that. Ignorance breeds ignorance. Ignorance bleeds ignorance, in the sense of when you are ignorant and you are really hurt and you don't know what to do with set hurt and set pain that you have, what are you going to do? You're going to hurt those around you. You're going to make others bleed around you. Therefore, you don't know what to do with these very complex emotions. Boom. Ignorance. Boom. You hurt somebody. You pass that hurt on to somebody else. If they don't know how to deal with it, they just gonna do the same exact thing. You end up in a situation where niggas think they being political heroes by knocking somebody off, but truly they taking us a couple of steps back because they're just using this as a moment to martyr and put this motherfucker on a pedestal and not really do anything with the conversation to help we the people. Man, bro, sometimes I snap when I get on this live stream, bro. Today's one of them. It's just one I feel that way, man. And that's how I feel. So, trying to convince others to feel and understand where you coming from. And also, know what you feeling. It's not really doable, bro. I think it don't matter how you put it. Like, it don't matter, even when it comes to racist folks, bro. As a black man, I've realized it doesn't matter how much you intellectualize this shit, bro. It don't matter how much You intellectualize this shit. These niggas are either gonna look at you and be like, damn nigga, you did good at explaining yourself. Or they're gonna be like, you cuss too much, you said this, you said that. They don't want unity, they don't want understanding. That's why these debates are a thing. And it's like, I need to reset my shit. I'm not gonna deal with this tonight. I'm having great conversation and I don't want to deal with bullshit gameplay. Yes, sir. Honestly, yeah, it came through, dropped the fucking what's his name, and then dipped. I was talking about how, oh yeah, not Derek Washington. I don't know what his name is, but that whole Abba and Preach situation. You know what? I may load up a video and react to that. That's fucking crazy. I hit my controller. Abba and Preach. Yeah, that's what the fuck we're about to do. All right, that's the Black Ops that I'm giving y'all for the day. We're about to react to some Abba and Preach right now. I got some preaching to do, goddammit. That's that kind of that's that kind of water. That's that kind of water I'm grateful for right there. I need to give me some more chicken here in a second. Give me a second, chat. I need to load up. There is no chat, but there's gonna be one day for shawty. Yes, sir. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait till I get my community active and flowing. You know, it's just a matter of figuring out how to do these motherfucking shut up, bro. Bitch. No, I'm just kidding. It's a matter of figuring out how to do like promotion, getting it out there. It's hard to grow a community, bro, when you just, you know, doing it on your own ski. And you don't got the meth ski. The method ski. Alright, bro. Type shit. You know what? I need to make a meme, bro. I need to make a meme. That's what we about to do. I'm gonna start this video by making a meme. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna make the meme before I start the video. Yeah, that's what we about to do.
On blind date.
Nah, shut up. Hold up. Oh my god, bro. Damn, my nose itches. Here it is. There's no fucking way, bro. This is real, bro. You keep the fuck out of this thing. Alright, man. Get him going. We can watch the party die. That nigga really said that shit like that. That's crazy. Alright, man. I think I need to give more context to the video, because there's a whole 51-minute one. This nigga, holy fuck, he on the side of the street doing this, bro. He's on the side of the street doing this. That's absurd. You just on the side of the street, right? And the nigga just boom you like this while wearing some shit like this, bro. You get boomed by a nigga wearing this right here. Imagine. Like, this is such an unsuspecting scene right here. You would have never known. The streets of America are dangerous. You would never know that, like, this is gonna be the situation. Like, something's gonna pop off, and I'm about to show you what's gonna pop off. Did I download an MP3? Y'all hear that? ASMR. Trying to crack my neck, G. Trying to crack my neck, G. What the fuck is wrong with this? Yeah, save the changes to that. Alright, man. So, what we doing right now is I'm making a meme, okay? I'm making a meme. Now, bear with me as I make it. Y'all seen the dude in the leggings a second ago. I want you to question your existence for once. When's the last time you thought about why you do what you do? Let's get to it. Nah, we're not gonna leave the beginning. Why does it look like? Oh yeah, because I got the preview ass. The preview should be.
Cool.
Classic. Kill what kind of
Guess what? Hey,
Destruction of private property. It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped.
Not what he is talking about is funny. I know what happens. I remember. I'm thinking of a meme. I'm not laughing at anything in this video, but what I've created. Bro, he left that nigga bamboozled, confuzzled, fucking confused.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped by somebody.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped.
Yeah.
Raped.
Yeah, we gotta cut that word out. I don't want that in the video because it's a meme.
Somebody gets by somebody, and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
That nigga leverage 8. I'm in a silly, goofy mood right now, bro. Nobody will ever know if I was genuinely just pissed right now if I just move on properly.
Think you should?
No.
Think you should keep it?
He leveraged the question, bro. He leveraged the question. He said, listen, I'm going to give you this scenario, and I need you to answer me this question very fast for me, okay? Do you think you should keep it? You know what I'm saying? And this is simple edits. Simple edits. Nothing too
Baby! Think you should keep it?
The fucking thumbs up he gives this woman, like, he lets her, yo, please say yes is what he's saying.
It's a baby. If someone is, it's a baby.
She fucked up. She shouldn't have said that dumbass shit.
If someone is raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her
He stopped, this nigga stopped giving a fuck. He stopped giving a fuck because he's about to Hadouken her shit. He said, excuse me, miss. You ever been kicked across your shit before? You ever been kicked to Krypton?
If someone is raped,
This nigga lost.
if someone is raped and she gave,
When does he like really decide? I'm trying to figure out when he decides. Right there. He decided right there. This nigga made a decision right here when he put them glasses up. He said, I want you to see me and see me clearly. Look at how he did this shit to her, bro. Look how he did this shit. Watch.
she gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
That nigga. It needs to be louder, bro. It needs to be louder.
She gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child. Kill her 3-year-old.
Yo, the way this nigga just said.
Someone is raped and she gave birth and
Yep, hold up. So it's gonna go like.
birth and she decided.
Now I need it to hit like right here.
Someone is raped and she gave birth and she. Someone is raped and she gave birth and she decided.
Get into position right here, nigga. Get into position right here, nigga. Hell yeah. Cause this is the only way that you deal with this shit like this, bro. It's not. But this is a metaphor for. This is a metaphor for what happens.
It's a baby. If someone is raped and she gave birth and she just.
Yo, he made his fucking mind up.
It's a baby. If someone is raped and she gave birth and she just her 3-year-old child. Her 3-year-old child.
How the fuck do you not know that this nigga is gearing to kick you? How do I make this funnier?
It's a baby. If someone is raped and she gave birth and she.
Yeah, it's the way that he pushed them bitches up. I gotta do like a quick zoom right here to let it be known like it's wartime, nigga. He focused in. He said it's serious. How did she not know that he was dealing with something? She was dealing with something devious when he fucking did that shit.
Baby. If someone was raped and she gave birth and she just her 3-year-old child. It's a baby. If someone.
How about this? How about this?
It's a baby.
That nigga made a decision. He said, "Yep." She just said some shit I don't want to hear. Please oh, I did. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah. I'm trying to get this meme perfect. Why am I sweating like that? That was fucking uncomfortable. That shit said, whoa. What the fuck? Does 0 make it like freeze frame? He taps the fuck.
It's a baby. It's.
He said, "No way, this bitch just said that to me." Little dude about to get a show back there. You don't even know it yet.
It's a baby.
I need to get to a part where he says, "I think it's time." I don't want to watch it though, nor hear it right now.
To apologize. I think it's time to.
So what we gonna do is, yeah, then we gonna get it playing like right immediately. Watch.
I think it's time to.
Yeah. Wait. If I line them up, is it perfect?
I think it's time to. I think it's time to watch the party die. Watch.
Oh, this nigga's funny, as in myself, cause I'm making this.
I think it's time to watch the party die.
Yep. When did he do it? Boom her shit. Boomhauer her shit. Boomhauer. Yep.
To watch the party die.
Yep. Turn her TV off. Turn her TV off, nigga.
It's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize.
How did she not know this nigga was about to whip her shit with a nene? How did she not know? Dog, this shit is hilarious. Okay, now I need to slow it down just a little bit.
The shit that got too wicked. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get 'em whacked.
I needed to speed up right when this nigga says whacked. Speed up. Yeah, this. Why the fuck this nigga look like George from Stuart Little? Over there trying to tell people what they should do with their bodies.
It's different. Get 'em whacked.
Oh my god.
Whacked and it's different. Get 'em whacked and
This motherfucker got kicked by a nigga leg.
It's different. Get 'em whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent.
It's a meme within a fucking meme, bro. Is when this nigga
Get 'em whacked and disqualified. We even kill.
Yeah, that's funny.
Qualified.
Whoa. What in the world?
These niggas listening to White and Nerdy by Weird Al Yankovic. I used to listen to that shit too. I didn't have to say that.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get 'em whacked and disqualified.
Whoa. What in the world?
This is an intro to a video, bro. What the fuck? I'm a genius, bro. I'm a genius.
I think it's time to watch the party die. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get 'em whacked and disqualified. Got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified. Got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
Have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die.
Oh fuck, there's layers to this shit, bro. That's why it's funny to me. There's layers to this shit. That's not funny.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
I'm doing too much.
What in the world?
This nigga said what in the world?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
What in the?
I think it's time to watch the party die. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
What in the world?
Alright, man. What the fuck am I doing, bro?
It's against the law.
Somebody gets by somebody, and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
What in the world?
Alright, man. That's what I wanted to do. Let me render this. Wait. Oh. Wait. There we go. I forgot how to render it. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna upload this on my second channel. The full video. But this is what I want to show you.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets by somebody, and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get 'em whacked and disqualified.
What in the world?
Oh man, I love that video. Alright, I just made a meme. Watch the party die. Boom. Ending that video. Boom. The type of shit that you just do randomly on stream. So what we gonna do now is, oh, I should actually render this. Yeah, let me render this video real quick. Why did I close it? Over the Hedge is free with ads. I know what I'm watching tonight. Get the money flipping. It's all I know. Been in and out of prison for a while. I know. Grew up in the ghetto. Thugging in the days. They did all this stuff. I'm sorry. I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit done got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get them whacked. Then disqualified. That nigga was talking his shit on that song. Kind of has to do with the yeah. We're just gonna save it as the yeah. Watch the party die. Render that bitch there right now. We're getting the render for this. Then we're gonna load up the videos that we are going to be making. Right now here in this juncture. Here in this current juncture. I got a couple videos that I want to make. Really one in particularly, and it has to do with Ebb and Preach, and I honestly think this is the first and the perfect segue into it, so I'm glad we got it.
It's against the law.
Alright, G, let me get this shit going. Man, what the fuck? Welcome to the YouTube channel, everybody. I got an intro for you. I don't have an intro introduction, but I have an intro for you. This is what it is.
Gets by somebody.
Fuck.
It's against the law.
Start over. Start over. Start over. That was so fucking ass. I flopped. I did everything wrong. I did it all wrong. Wait. I don't know why I just made that face. I'm being extra. Yeah. This shit that I just made, get rid of it. It's taking up space. Boom. What's going on? Welcome to the channel. I made an intro specifically for this video, so let's watch it together.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets by somebody, and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different getting whacked than disqualified.
I didn't add. Excuse me. Fuck. I didn't add that last part. That was completely done by the person that I downloaded the video. That I asked if I could download the video. Anyway, today we are going to be reacting to Disingenuous Conversation. Not by ABBA or Preach, but by the person that he is in debate with. Now, we can all come together and agree that this dude right here, where the debate at? Did he take it down? Was it a live stream? It was a live stream. Okay, this debate here, it was a bad faith one in the sense of he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Let's get started.
He was saying he didn't care about certain things. He didn't care about people's feelings. I feel was the only thing coming out of his mouth. He was speaking from a perspective of feeling. He wasn't being too rational. He wasn't understanding, that fuck your feelings, bitch. My fault. Not bitch. That's crazy. I don't need to be using divisive words like that. That's very negative. That turns people's brains off from the conversation. I do apologize. So listen, we're going to listen to this video right here, right now. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents on it. You didn't ask. I ain't here.
Do you agree that there's a lot of parents who neglect those children?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that those kids should suffer because they have bad parents?
No.
Okay,
I don't think they should, but bad shit happens.
On to the next point.
And there's so many people that die from car accidents, bro. It's bad up shit happens. Like, we can't save everybody. Bro. Like, it is.
But just because we can't save everybody doesn't mean we don't try.
I'm advocating for kids to take advantage of the surplus of food available to them in different ways that it is.
Yeah.
It's not on somebody to do it, bro. Like, you're shitty parents. I get it, dog. This life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, but
This nigga stating a whole bunch of facts while saying absolutely nothing. Like, I guess the point of this conversation is to be progressing and forward in the conversation. I was not even American. Not that it matters. I think you can speak on policies and not be in the place that you're speaking on, as long as you are not adding to the conversation in a negative way, because it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Go deal with your shit. You know what I mean? But he's not American in the sense of, like, that doesn't mean that you don't have to not advocate for progression and for society to get better. Yes, it is a fact that there are resources that people can use if they have the faculties and they want to go use those resources. Yes, it is a fact that there are horrible parents. Yes, there are ways that we can help people. But also, yes, we need to do more. And I think there is a problem with people not acknowledging the resources that we do have in search for more. Because there is that, like, underlining, like, we want more. I feel like progressive people often kind of neglect the fact that there are resources. Not neglect it, but they talk from a perspective of, like, America's fucked. They don't help us. There ain't shit to fucking help. And it's like, there is. It's just that if we really break down these conversations, it's like there needs to be more efforts financially from those who are fucking making these laws and putting shit in place. And then we need to also regulate these places. There needs to be more regulation. There needs to be more money towards things that genuinely matter. You niggas just talking about how he talked about how parents need to take care of food and shit, but all right, nigga, we feeding prisoners. So what the fuck? What's going on? What should we do? We housing these niggas, feeding these niggas. That's coming out of tax dollars. Why can't we give food to the kids? Why can't we give therapy to the teachers? Why can't we do things that are actually going to help our people be a little bit more equipped to continue to progress in a positive, forward, progressive way? Why the fuck shit just gotta be bad? Why it gotta be shit's bad, bro? Yeah, I know, bro.
I had a debate with Stevie Knight from Night Talk. He reached out to me to have a discussion after he covered our Kirk video a while back. There's like two parts that really like threw me off a lot.
There should be free school lunch for all children.
No.
Why?
Of course not. Because parents should feed their kids, not the government.
What if they can't?
That is such a that is such a easy thing to say, extremely hard to execute. In a utopic society, maybe where this dude is at right now, he can have that. But here on Earth, bro, parents are not all parents take care of their kids. Not all parents are equipped to take care of their kids. Well, then they should have their kids taken away. All right, so what happens when we give them to the foster system and then they do nothing to them when they're in the foster system? What happens? Like, the foster system isn't good either. It's like these people want to be so pro-life until it's time to look at that life. They be pro-life about the life until it's born, until they get old enough, and then it has black skin, and then they clutching their pearls walking across the street. It's like, my nigga, you advocated for this dude to be born, but now he black, I don't want to fuck with him. All right, man. Fuck up, nigga.
Yeah.
Let's go get a job.
A child? You
No,
want child
the parents should go get the job. You are a dumb dude. Don't give me this stuff. First of all, this is
should go get a job. Damn. Rip the society of parents that are actively out there trying to get jobs and it's not working in this current climate and market. Rip to those that do have jobs and are doing everything in their power, but because of unforeseen events, it is hard for them to do so. Yes, there are resources. Yes, there are people that you can reach out to. There are things that you can do. But, bro, people hit rock bottom, and the road of life is not the same for everybody. So these simple solutions that we come up with, we have to understand that there's complexity behind them for another person. What was given to me growing up may not have been given to another person. It could be as simple as a fucking hug goodnight. It's literally that serious. It's that deep. Some people were not told how to fucking be financially stable and how to do things. But then if we start breaking down these certain conversations, we start realizing people like this motherfucker was actually over here like, yeah, black people, they're lower on the totem pole, saying super crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Really want children to eat?
Of course I do. Show me a single child in America going hungry. Doesn't exist.
I say, you know what I'm saying, on a thought that I didn't fully fledge out. If you really want to hear about it, ask me down in the comment section below.
It does not exist. We have a child obesity problem.
So I'm like, if you just Google it, what he said is a blatant lie. But the smugness with which he said that stuff, he's like, well, the parents should pay. Well, we all know there's bad parents out there. We all know there's like parents who neglect their kids, parents who got on drugs, whatever it could be. And Steve,
bro, in a weird universe, is like, not in a weird universe, in this realm, there are parents that literally like have their kids in cages. Yeah. And they like feed them once a week. Dog food. Yeah, that happens here, and we need it. Those things we need. There needs to be shit to where we are slowly but surely working this out of the human consciousness through therapy, through hard work. Through locking people up. Obviously, getting them out of society. If they're doing bad things of that nature. And then also getting the nourishment, food and mental nourishment that kids need, because we all need it. It's what forms us into adults, and then it's how motherfuckers can be empathetic when they get older. But if you had to avoid empathy as a child, of course you're gonna form opinions based out of your own feelings, but then also a lack of empathy towards other people. That's why we have a bunch of motherfuckers running around here like, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But it's actually a blind thought because they don't got empathy. So, it's bad.
He was like aggressively defending this stance. Go get food stamps. You can get food at churches. There's no reason to starve. Do you remember that?
Yeah, there's no reason to starve in America. It's like 1% of households have like a
damn, try more like 20.
Technically a hunger issue, bro, but people are not starving to death in America, bro. Motherfuckers are fat as hell.
But I remember just throwing me off because I'm like, what possesses an adult to look like a 7-year-old? And like I said, there's 14 million kids.
Also, let's talk about, like, if we don't talk about obesity, like, yes, that, like, nigga, that's an American issue. a societal issue that we need to attack properly and not just be hateful towards the bigger people. Fat phobia is real. Why are people so wrong towards bigger people? It don't like, and maybe bigger people is wrong for me to say. I don't fucking know. I'm tiptoeing in my Jordans right now, but like, why does there need to be hatred in these conversations? Why doesn't there need to be there needs to be more understanding. There needs to be people understanding that these are, I don't know if disabilities is a word, but sicknesses and illnesses that people are dealing with, mental disorders that people are dealing with, eating disorders that people are dealing with, just different things that could, predispositions that could cause them to be of a certain fucking, stature, you know what I mean? So it's like, we don't need to be like, oh, there's a problem with fat motherfuckers here. Bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. It's like, yo, there's a problem with focusing on things that are actually gonna fucking help us progress as a society in America. We're just talking about all around, all boards, all across, nigga. There is a problem with knowledge that is gonna help us progress as a nation. That's what it is.
Suffer from food scarcity. That means they don't know where they're gonna get their next meal. I went to school with niggas like that. Y'all didn't go to school with nobody who just sometimes they would show up and they didn't have a lunch, and the teacher would sometimes have to fill in if they would. But I remember some lunches the kids didn't get shit. They used to have to eat out of other kids.
Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do all that.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Base 44? That sounds like a new drug.
There's bad.
I mean, shit, I remember in school when I would go to school. I'm not that far removed. I'm an adult now. I gotta work for my own shit. But when I was a kid, I remember going to school, bro, and literally getting to the line at the end, with my food, and the cashier literally catching an attitude with me like, you don't have any money on your card. And I'm like, oh shit. Took away my hot plate, gave me a cold Sammy. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it felt so degrading, bro. To the point where the homies literally shared 2 of they 4 nuggets with me, bro. Real niggas. For real. Real niggas right there. I hope they having a good one. Like, it's crazy. They like, damn, that's wild that they did that. And why the fuck they only give us 4 nuggets? We should get at least, or I think they gave us 6 nuggets. We should get like 8. I hate when they used to give us those little 4 nuggets with the little piece of fucking, what's the name, and the gravy on the side. It was bullshit. And give me a couple extra ones. And that slimy ass turkey they would give us. Them niggas was feeding us. I ain't gonna say what I was thinking. The point that I'm trying to make is, I remember what it felt like when my single mother, right, a single parent household, I don't know what it was at the time. I think she made too much money to get the subsidy, to get these fucking resources, which is another thing, which is a fucking wild thing. You ever been in a situation where you living in the same area with niggas, but your parent, quote unquote, make too much money? They make too much money to get the food stamps, to get the aids, to get free lunch and shit like that. Like, bro, that's crazy. Why are we doing this to kids, nigga? It shouldn't matter what the fuck, how much it costs. And why the fuck is this woman catching an attitude with me because my card ain't fucking up to date? It's not that deep. This ain't the mob, bitch. Like, this shit crazy. So it's like, yeah, bro, he ain't thinking about shit like that. And yes, there are kids that literally, like, did not have food, grew up with no food in the house, didn't know where they was gonna get their meal from. Niggas eating breakfast not because they are like, nah, this is good, but because they had no other choice.
Bro, the homeless don't go hungry, bro. They can go get a meal if they want to get a meal.
You're comparing children to homeless. Have you not been a child
You're
before?
comparing children to homeless.
Yeah, but the teacher
Call parties that do this for a living to find children the resources that they need. Like, teachers do this all the time. They'll see a child that may be neglected, and they'll make the calls or alert people to, intervene.
You want to call child services? You want to put them in foster care?
It may be better than having the shooty ass parents.
Have you looked into foster care, Stevie? Have you Googled foster care?
Yeah, but you're describing these parents as ain't shit, bro. Like,
The nigga didn't answer the question.
it is bad shit happens.
You want the teacher?
And then when he gets back to the bad shit happen shit, I hate when niggas fall back on the same shit when they ask questions or when they have a lack of words to use. It's not a matter of bad shit happens, bro, because we want to talk about the foster care system, which is also another issue which needs to be spoken about. There are people being treated like literally human cattle. They are just a chair to fill up in, or they are a bunk to fill up in a household for people to get money. There are people who don't care about the kids that they're looking after. There are kids going missing. There are kids who go without because they're being drugged up because of the trauma and the shit that they have, but they're not also being dealt with in the system. They're just being sedated. So then they're like, we don't want to adopt this little drugged out little nigga who has so much anger and aggression that we don't know how to deal with. because he's not getting the proper care and treatment in these systems that don't properly care and treat for people. Do y'all know people who have been to the mental places, bro? You know what the fuck happens there, bro? They're not all fucking out of their mind telling you crazy stories. Shit be popping off in these institutions where they are supposed to be looking after and rehabilitating. That's why we have an intrinsic issue deeply implemented in our system. So there is really no reason for us to fuck with any nigga who is of the political, or like not, and it's not of the political side, but it's like willing to go to bat for these niggas who genuinely mean us nothing but harm. They want to progress themselves politically by bringing us down as the people. We, the people. So it's like, it's just bad faith conversations, while also a little hint to like, it's ignorance. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, well, this shit really is deep, and we need motherfuckers with like humanity at the forefront of these conversations, with empathy at the forefront of these conversations, and also a good moral base and a good moral code. Because I ain't gonna lie, after the Charlie Kirk shit, people started exposing themselves for where their feelings lie. It's like, all right, bro, we get it, but like, you're not adding to no type of conversation right now by saying what you're saying. Like, you're just adding to the division. You're not prioritizing. You're not putting this shit in categories like it deserves to be. You're not depicting differentiating your feelings from your emotions. And it's like, it has to be done. At the end of the day, yes, you will make a decision most likely based off of your moral code, based off out of your feelings, I would think, because that's what I do at the end of it. But at the same exact time, I can pick and choose when it is time to defer and be like, let me go do some, excuse me, let me go do some more research, and let me reach out to somebody that got a little bit more insight on this, and then see what they thinking about it. I know when to defer and when to fall back, and then also when to just be, this ain't my fight, I can't add to it.
To the kids, like, emaciated and clearly skinny. You know what I mean? It's
that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. I was like, okay, you just want to be right just to be right. What are we doing? Is that what you think the kid is going to go out, oh yeah, you know what, my lunch break, let me go to this food bank real quick, or hop in my car and go, oh no, why am I even trying to say this to someone? It's like, you don't know teachers, you don't know what teachers do, you haven't never been to school. It's okay to be wrong and say, like, you know what, hey, you're right.
And then afterwards, it kept getting colder and colder. He's like, you know, all these EBT stamps, you get food stamps. I'm like, you want a 10-year-old to get food stamps? Like, y'all know. And then it kept going. And at one point, he just said, well, listen, man, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the world's not perfect, dog. It's not utopia, bro. So it's like, I get, and then I'm a capitalist, dog. I'm not in support of the government coming out taking care of everything. I know it's a problem. I never said what I want to do about it. I could care less. Like, it is what it is, dog. This life is fucking hard, dog. And some children are born in fucked up circumstances, bro. It is what it is.
But to kids not having access to food,
it's not. It is what it is. It's motherfuckers who have the intellect and the time and resources to help out the situation as they are. Let's continue to make efforts and also bring awareness so we can do what we need to do. It's not. It is what it is. It's not. We can't just let it be that. Like, it's not end all be all. You can't stop because you've. Honestly, it just sounds like he was just saying the shit because he don't really feel like. It just feels disingenuous as fuck. Let's get out of this conversation.
That would be the same thing with, I don't know, kids starving.
In the original video, he said,
and you know, the left get generalized being a certain way, man, because that is the emotionally driven side.
And I remember hearing that, and then I asked that.
It's the same nigga that leads every sentence with "I feel"
about him in this, and he's like, yeah, I feel like the right is a bit more logical and things like that. You said the left is more emotional, so I feel like you think the right is more logical.
Yeah, I'd agree with that take.
Okay.
If the right were more logical, the niggas wouldn't be as much complaining as what's going on right now. If the light is more logical, at the face of somebody who was not even a politician yet, because he was on he was on the trace of being a politician. When he got slain in front of people, they would have put their heads together and actually came to a conclusion for fucking something to you know, get to somewhere. But we just got a fucking big ass tailgate celebration outside of a stadium and more fucking bullshit. Niggas raging war against the folks that didn't even do it. We're not really having any kind of real conversations about it, real more divisive conversations. The right, left, whatever the fuck it may be, niggas is not, bro, get the fuck out of here. And you pandering to these niggas because that's all you doing. I think the right is a little bit more level-headed. I don't think if you right nor left, you level-headed. If you too far anything, I know I'm adding the word far to it, so it changes it a bit. But if you far anything, Nigga, you're not level. Like, no, you're not more level-headed. These niggas are not more level-headed.
And as we discussed the whole topic of good versus evil, there's a portion of it that's really interesting.
The cancer needs to be cut out, bro. Ain't no talking to them, and it needs to be get these more.
That sounds real self-righteous. Look at your eyes. Your eyelid's not even showing. That's not God.
Because out here, it is war because ain't no talking to them. Ain't nothing you say to them. They need to be deterred. They need to be controlled. They need to be fucking
Nah, either you can't say this is being clipped out of context. Because I started this video with the whole... that's why I started this video with, you think you should keep it? And then when the woman says no, he says, fuck it. I think it's time to watch the party die, and kicks her shit. Because that's quite literally what happened with the Charlie Kirk situation. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's cool. I don't think we should go about abstracting our justice that way. You feel me? I don't think it's always just time to break shit down and watch the party die when it's time to get what we want. It doesn't always get what it doesn't. The result is not often what you want. So when niggas start coming with this kind of rhetoric, we need to cut the cancer out. We need to do this. We need to do that. It doesn't work like that. You live on Earth, like you were saying earlier. There's fucked up shit that happens here. How I view this shit, and yes, I'm gonna come from my personal perspective. Nigga, we live on Earth. You can't have it all down here. You can't cut the cancer out because you're not in heaven. You can't just have angels living on Earth because there's no need for a heaven then. That's stupid. Just like we got to be in the middle ground with these demons. If you know what I'm saying? Keep yourself in alignment with who you are as a being. So then, you can ascend to that highest level. But if we looking at this from a biblical sense, heaven is up, hell is down. We in the middle ground, my nigga. Simple as that. We got to live with it until it's time for us to choose where we going to go with it. Simple. Are we going to be stuck here, trapped in sin, trapped in fucking trauma, trapped in hurt, trapped in pain, the reoccurring cycle that happens? Or are you going to ascend to the higher thing? I'm not looking to no nigga to be like, nah, we need to cut all these niggas out. Of places of power, for sure. If they have power and they're making rules for all people and they don't have their humanity, yeah, we need to cut these lizards back a little bit. You feel me? In time it happens. It's an ebb and flow kind of thing. We had 8 years of Obama. Now we got to have 8 years of the Trumpster. It happens, bro. It's the ebb and flows of things. We need to educate the population and educate the youth because at the end of the day, they can weather the storm because they're going to be the ones who embark upon the journey when we too old. Simple as that. There's no need for us to wage war against motherfuckers and be like, nah, off with their heads. Fuck them niggas. Yeah, fuck them. Da-da-da-da-da. You stupid. You raging war because you don't have the means to fucking last the storm, my nigga. That's what happens. It's a cold war. It's a battle in this bitch, my nigga. Arm these niggas with knowledge and intellect to pull through. Arm these niggas with the motherfucking emotional intelligence. Fuck cutting out the cancer. Arm these niggas with the ability. You see that? Stay away from these niggas. Because, we can still progress and get to where we need to go no matter what a hoe try to say or do to a bro. I'm just saying, let's get back to what we playing.
Decapitated, whatever your
fuck out of here talking about decapitation and all that bullshit, but then you crying when niggas is over here like, hey, a divisive figure that said bullshit. A divisive figure that said bullshit in a way got in front of people. But you like, that's wrong, but you want decapitation for what you believe in. Fuck out of here. It don't work like that. You can't pick and choose when you want to be a nigga that's off with the head. If you can't do that. Do you want barbaric or not? What do you want? And that's what the problem is. I don't want that. Because I understand, bro, you want anarchy? You don't want anarchy, bro. Because what that nigga Pop Smoke say? He said, niggas, till I kick down their door, put a gun in their mouth. Have their mother on the floor with a gun in their mouth. Like, damn. I'm down to take it there. Nigga, that's war, though. We playing war tactics. We all laws on the rise. Nigga, like, it get like that. So you don't want that barbarian bullshit. You don't want niggas to rip heads off. You don't want it to be all fights today. You don't want that. Because nobody will survive. Everyone's getting got. We're all just gonna it's just gonna be a huge downpour. Nothing comes of it. Nothing at all. That's ignorance right there. So fuck all this bullshit talk that he talking. This nigga speaking from emotion. And it's like, you sound stupid. Because you're using your voice to spill dumb shit. And my fault for calling him stupid. My fault. I need to stop identifying words. I need to stop saying shit like you sound stupid. Because that's a character thing right there. You know? I don't know if you got a problem with it. Let's debate, my nigga.
What he is, bro.
That's what he said in the original. Yeah. Now, I'm going to be super good faith and think he was being hyperbolic and emotional at the time, and he didn't mean...
You can't be hyperbolic. You can't. You know why you can't be hyperbolic? You know why? I'm going to cut him off to say this. You can't be hyperbolic because look at what the fuck happened to Hassan Piker. in the midst of what happened with Charlie Kirk, his name was being brought up and people were like, this is the work of your doing, because he was being hyperbolic in the past, saying they need to be off with their head, they need to be what's the naming in their guts. He was being hyperbolic in his word choice. So in a situation of real shit going on, people went back to them hyperbolic words and use it as fuel to their emotional shit. You can't be like that. You gotta be level-headed. Get the fuck out of here if you're not gonna be level-headed. Honestly, I can't wait till level-headed niggas take over YouTube again, bro. And I know, we gotta have the balance in this motherfucker. We gotta have the goofs. We gotta have the gas. We gotta have the motherfuckers who just entertain the kids who are currently in that mode of just goofy ass, la whatever land, YOLO, we live for once. We're just young, wild, and free. We gotta always have those goofies that feel that kind of medium. But like when this shit balance out with real niggas, aka myself and a bunch of other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But like it's gonna be cold as fuck, bro. Because it's like, yo, you can't be doing shit like that. You can't be hyperbolic when we're talking about real shit unless you apply yourself in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you can't do whatever the fuck you want, but you just got to be equipped to deal with it. I don't think he's a person equipped to say the shit he says and then back it up.
To say that we shouldn't take off the heads of people.
But who am I to say, nigga? I don't know. Maybe he is. Fucking no.
Who said this stuff? But I'm gonna just assume that. I'm gonna be very good if I think he was just being spur of the moment. Let's listen. I'm a disagree with you. I think people who do evil things aren't necessarily evil. I think sometimes they're hurt. I think sometimes they are in a really bad place. I think sometimes these are folks that, and it's almost ironic too, because I do believe that people should be punished for the things that they do and they should suffer those consequences, but I don't think they're irredeemable. Labeling someone evil, I think, is a way for us to look at something and then simplify it. But
I think that's situational. That's why we have the court system and we have all this bullshit. But then at the same time, we break that down. There's a lot of corruption even within that. There is redemption, but there's also some shit that causes enough trauma to other people to where it's like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you don't get no redemption. This person has to live with the scar on their soul now. So for that reason, you don't get redemption until it's time for God to give it to you. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like we got to forgive everybody. That's not for us to do. It's for the big man to do. So it's like we had certain things put in place for niggas to get put in jail for, the rest of their lives and shit like that. Fuck the whole off with their head shit, fire squad, whatever. I think we can get rid of the death penalty. Maybe except for extreme niggas, because I think, fuck it. Honestly, genuinely, fuck it. Like extreme cases, some niggas just need to go out like that. But then it's really sad because then you get motherfuckers that be wrongfully accused, and that's just one of those wrong gray areas that we gotta learn to live with in society. So I don't know. The whole like, are evil people redeemable? I don't know, but I don't know if he's still friends with Destiny, but this is also someone who was once friends with Destiny, who is like a problem. I'm not gonna hold you.
Is that things are complex. People are complex, and the reason why they get to that place is very difficult. There's plenty of people who were white supremacists or part of horrible gangs and came back from it. There's how many people went to gangs and later on went to be the kind of people who keep kids out of gangs. Horrible things and came back from it. Same thing on the left side.
They better get back from it before it's too late. That's all I'm.
No, I just think that's their story to be told. I think these people go through a great deal of things. We want to talk about those who are reformed from whatever they go through. When you meet them, you either meet them in the midst of their storm, in the midst of their recovery, or when they fully made the recovery and they're now detesting their life that they once had while advocating towards something better. But that's genuinely just allowing someone's journey to be what it is. Some niggas never get the chance to get out of it, and that's why it's kind of like, you are the enemy, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like if you catch a nigga when he's in his fucking, you know what I'm saying, robbing season mode, but that's not who he is all the time, but you catch him in his robbing season mode and you get him the fuck up out of here because he tried to get your shit, it's like, he probably was a good dude, he just got at the wrong time. Give him a couple years, he would have recovered, he would have redeemed himself. That's why in stories like, to relate it to, let's say, like an XXXTentacion, he died at 20 years old. He had more time to redeem himself as a person. If he need to go sit down for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I ain't gonna lie, he was facing a lot of years. So like that was a little different of a situation. But regardless, that was the story of his life and how it was to go. It happens how everything is meant to happen. He could have become a reformed artist, whatever the fuck it may be. Just like gang members, they become reformed. Addicts, they become reformed. racist, they become educated. I don't feel like they become reformed because it's an indoctrination. If you get indoctrinated into racism, it is what it is. Let's get back to the video. I'm yapping.
I'm saying, because I ain't got time to care about why they are that they are.
Now, just before we keep going with this, I should also be accountable in the way that I engage in discourse, because plenty of times where I have probably written people off out of frustration because you just see a lot of shit every day. We all have those feelings. The important part is that when we're talked back from that ledge, we don't stay there. Because the moment you start looking at people and looking at large swaths of people and saying they need to lose their freedoms, they need to do this.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all can think it's despicable. I agree it's just despicable. I agree there's a lot of bad things, but it doesn't mean that these people should lose their freedoms. Because then we go into a place now where you are now criminalizing things that aren't criminal.
Well, losing freedom is crazy because of an opinion or how they feel. That's the same exact thing that they are, I guess, trying to do. They're trying to stifle because niggas' opinions on a certain situation. You shouldn't do that. I guess, like, lose your stock in what you're saying until you become more educated. Like, this is where the conversation becomes hard, because you can never police people, because then you get these PC fucking, well, no, in the past we've had environments that were ran by super soft ass niggas who really didn't allow other people's perspectives and opinions, because they were running off of these code of conduct and these rules that we had to adhere to. So it's like, if you don't got really fire people implementing rules and regulations, it's really hard to pick and choose who is to be the gatekeepers and who is to hold people out of conversations. Because what I was going to say is, I think there needs to be a level of holding niggas not only accountable, but out of certain conversations. Some people don't fucking matter. When they start opening their mouth and they sound stupid, disregard them niggas until they go get educated, or give them the tools to go get educated, and just like, hey, y'all see this? Again, giving the youth the skills to deal with adversity and deal with these problems. In the face of them, what will you do? How will you grow stronger than it? You know what I mean? You hear what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, dethrone the ignorance for sure, until they grow educated. Dethrone the ignorance and put education on the fucking top, because it shows.
They might be abhorrent. They might be views you don't agree with, but part of living in a free society means that the views that you have, you're allowed to hold them and still be free. Now, we might not employ you, we might cancel you, but this idea that we're going to bring violence, that we're going to bring police officers, we're going to put you in jail because we don't like what you stand for, understand how that can be used.
But then the nigga turns around and goes, all the people making jokes about Charlie Clerk, they deserve the what the fuck? Why are you trying to stifle them? What the fuck? So then, by your definition, because you sound really hurtful, I think, nigga, you shouldn't be around. Because you kind of spewing some bullshit. So maybe niggas need to come get you. No, they shouldn't. It's unfair. So don't try to fucking leverage that onto anybody else.
For persecution someday. You might be a religious person. What if the country becomes much more liberal or much more atheist? You might be the person who they come for one day and call evil. This is definitely the time where you want to tone that kind of stuff down. Now, I know it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here on my soapbox and pretend I'm perfect. I've done it myself. But this is the emotional side of things. You know, when we talk about people being emotional, this is called being emotional. You might feel justified, you might feel righteous, but the moment you just say, everybody who did this is just evil, then what that happens is that going after these people becomes justice. If you hurt them, it's not bad because it's justice. You smited evil. That's why we got to be careful with how we talk about folks. If they're evil today, you could be deemed evil tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is that people, whenever they say stuff like that, they don't think that they could be on the other side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right?
It all depends on exactly. Like I just fucking said. Like, yeah, by your rhetoric, you should go to jail. You don't, if they deserve it, you deserve it type shit.
The power.
Limo
because
at your
there's somebody
service.
who is of the opposite belief and opinion. This nigga is taking dick riding to a whole new level. He ran that bitch. Nah, that's not dick riding. That's excellent customer service.
And something bad happens to you because you fucking spit on Kirk's grave, or you up here acting like you got shot in front of a memorial, bro. Like, I could care less. But like, you fuck around.
But when you get on platforms and you have disingenuous conversations and you spill rhetoric that is ultimately harmful to anybody who gets indoctrinated by it or who believes in it, or anyone who is of the opposite opinion of it, like the person who is affected by what they're saying, you think that they should just be able to say what they want to say. That's fucking flawed logic. You goofy. You're mad emotional. That doesn't work.
to find out. Hopefully you figure that shit out.
And the nigga who did the shit at the memorial where he was acting goofy, that's just dumb. Like, that's just idiocracy. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's giving them the show that they want. When you argue with the idiot from a distance, you can't tell who the fucking dumbass is. So when you get up there and you're trying to prove to these niggas, yeah, he deserved it, you look dumb. We just classify it as dumb and keep it moving. It shouldn't be when I find out something happens to you, I don't care. Because why the fuck does he deserve to lose his freedom of speech and right to do what the fuck he wants in the great U.S. of A, pussy boy? It don't work like that.
Out before you find out.
Okay, but do you understand that you fuck around and find out is the exact sentiment that a lot of people had about Kirk? That he spewed that stuff, and so he fucked around and find out? I'm just saying. You might disagree. I didn't think you was
snapping.
They thought I'm snapping. And that's my whole point. That's my entire point. You think you understand and you have the monopoly on what is, but there's a large segment of people who saw that Kirk would force his 10-year-old daughter who was raped to conceive the child because of his values. Force it. Now, you could argue this, you could.
Bro, and when I'm telling you, it's really like that whole entire situation is summed up by this video.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
I think it's time to watch the.
Yo, look at his face. When she says it's a baby, he just came to a conclusion. He said, fuck it. He's like, wow, she really thinks that. I'm about to fuck her shit up.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get them whacked and disqualified.
It's like, bro, like, you can't do that because then we start justifying people's fucking anarchy and then we start justifying their fucking bullshit justice that they try to obtain. You can't just tell somebody, yeah. Can't have their opinion. Can't do this. I think they deserve this. They think they deserve that. No, bro, it don't work like that.
It's because of religion.
Because it wasn't cool when it happened to him, so it wouldn't be cool if it turns around and happens to another person. You niggas is you're doing the blame game, and that's an emotionally rooted thing right there, and that's what you need to understand.
You're forcing a 10-year-old to risk their life because of your religious values.
And some people will
a kid who can't consent, and you're putting their life at risk.
You got me fucked.
You can argue whatever you want, but to say that's not a very contentious thing where
you can argue whatever the fuck you want, and I'll tell you this right now. Maybe I'm pretentious for saying this. My God forgives that kind of shit. We are gonna have to have some intense talks if that's the kind of shit he forgives when I get up there. What the fuck, bro? Like, what you mean? Like, you forgave niggas that did that because they did it under the belief of you? Hell no, bro. Make this make sense. Make this motherfucking little girl suffering make sense to me, nigga. And if not, just give me my 40 acres in the meal that should have fucking got because I was black on the US of A. In the US of A. In America. On the globe. I was black on the globe. Give me my 40 acres in the meal I deserve. And just let me be, bro. Because that's the kind of shit I can't make sense of, bro. That just forgiving niggas who do, like, truly, like, the amount of pain that is going to cause that person, the amount of pain that is going to be passed on to that baby because of said situation. That is the trauma resurfacing. That is the sin living through these people. Like, that shit to me is irredeemable. It's the reason why we got some real blasphemous, hateful, crazy shit out here on this rock right now. So how the fuck are you gonna forgive that on their day? How are you gonna forgive that, bro? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to ask him that question anytime soon. But like, that's just what I be feeling sometimes.
Easily, a lot of people are gonna think you're evil, you're crazy. But knowing,
I think it's evil. I think it's ignorant. I think it's very fucking it's self-righteous. I don't think I feel a lot of my feelings because of that are rooted in feeling, because I get in my empathetic bag and I'm thinking this is a kid who is suffering from not only physical abuse, but they are now not able to, they may face the chance of death, but then they also have to go through something that no child should fucking go through. So my wheels just start spinning and I'm just like, yo, that doesn't seem right. Fuck that. Fuck the person who endorses that. That's kind of how I think. But I think being like that for somebody who would force a 10-year-old to have a baby is a little bit more sound-minded than feeling like that for somebody who has their own opinions and views and openly expresses them. No, I'm not wording that right, because you can express your feelings and views, but again, what do you have feelings and views towards? Why the fuck are you having feelings towards shit that does not affect you? Why are you trying to police bodies that have nothing to do with you? That's problematic to me personally, but I don't know. Hey, we're getting into a matter of semantics, not just semantics, but like just opinion.
That even if I think that's wrong to do that, I would defend Charlie, and I would never say he's necessarily an evil person for having that view. I don't like the guy, but not liking the guy is very, very different than thinking he's evil. I definitely used the word monster a couple times, you know what I mean? Just because he was like, yo, don't eat no lunches, little motherfuckers.
I believe it's a little bit immoral. I don't think it's, wait, what the fuck? Why did I take back my like? What the fuck? YouTube, your new update's fucking up. I think it's a little immoral, but also that's based out of my own moral compass. Like, I don't know how his shit was set up or how, you know, anybody else's is. So they may genuinely deem that abortion on some shit. But then again, like, I find peace in thinking that you're not going to go to the same place when it's all said and done. Like, you just exist on this thing called Earth that I have no control of who comes out and who is born on this bitch. But when it's time for me to go to them pearly gates, I ain't going to have to deal with niggas like you, because that is some reprehensible earthly shit that I do not wish to fucking bring with me to the next realm, because Jesus Christ, you made that fucking child have a baby, and I didn't use your name in vain. I'm sorry though.
But even I need to tone it down. So I'm also taking accountability about my part.
Whenever Charlie said that, you know what, the collaterals of gun ownership is that we're going to lose a couple of lives, and that's all right.
But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun death.
Look how that nigga, he looked down for a split second, subconsciously.
We're gonna lose a couple of lives, and that's all right.
But
he looked down for a split second.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately.
He said fuck. Like, there was a second where where like subconsciously in his fucking being, he knew there was like, goddamn, I shouldn't say
we
this.
can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
Smash your taste buds with our all-the-time $4.99.
And sadly, he became a statistic. You know?
By saying that he fucked around and found out. Some people could think that. Yeah. And according to what you're saying, Stevie, it would be all just fine.
Just to get this out of the way, I think at one point he claimed I took Kirk out of context because I didn't mention the fact that he was a Christian.
Man, my argument was you took it out of context. People can say what they want to say, but
okay.
you took it out of context, you're manufacturing a narrative. You didn't have Christian in that clip, though.
And watching it back in retrospect, you know, I did do some prep for it. I don't really do debates much. It's not something like I did in high school or whatever, so I'm just doing it on the fly. I think if I had to rate the performance, I'm going to give myself like a 3 out of 10. And this is where I give myself a 3 out of 10. I should have rewatched my video because I did mention the fact that Kirk was a Christian. In fact, I called him a Christian boy just before we played that clip. I've heard people call him a good Christian boy. It kind of bothered me because Stevie said he watched my video 3 times in preparation.
Yeah. And I've watched the video probably 3 more times. You didn't have Christian in that clip, though.
And he said I didn't call him a Christian, but like, you guys can go check the video transcript. It's right there.
He intentionally shows you that clip leaving out the context, dog. And you look at that snip.
Niggas will self-report. I'm telling you, niggas will self-report. You want to talk about manufacturing a narrative as you are actively manufacturing a narrative. You could have watched the fucking clip and seen that he mentioned it, but you're choosing to watch it and misconstrued it to fucking manufacture your own narrative. You're snitching on yourself, nigga.
It looks hideous.
Your superpowers get neutralized, nigga.
Man, do you feel like you manufactured a narrative on Kirk by showing those clippets, those snips of him in your video?
You said I took him out of context, right?
Not even take him out of context.
This nigga drunk. I ain't never heard a nigga say clippets, but that's just me. He could just be misspeaking. It is what it is. But is he he's slurring a little bit.
Put your context on it.
A few minutes later.
Okay, and then you said that we were kind of dishonest with how we did that we clipped him out of context, and then we put our own context, right?
No, I'm not saying you put your own context. You didn't put the entire context.
Huh?
You put your context on it.
Yeah. He must have been reading chat. That nigga was not.
Taking someone out of context doesn't mean that you don't play their entire argument. That's not what taking someone out of context is. Taking someone out of context, for example, you grab a gun, you shoot somebody, I play that clip, and I'm like, this guy's a murderer, not realizing that the full context is that this person had attacked you first, and then you pulled out the gun, and then you shot him. That would be taking someone out of context, right? Because in a form of self-defense.
You know, Can't even say it.
I instead made you look like a murderer.
Yeah.
If I play an abortion discussion and you say I'm against my daughter who was raped, who's 10 years old, aborting the child, whatever it is.
Would you want her to go through that and carry her baby?
That's awfully graphic.
But it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Oh, okay, great. So
Look how niggas say shit when they looking off to the edge, bro. They don't believe this.
That's insane.
But let me tell you why. No, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
The idea that you're taking out of context is like, maybe that's not what you meant, or whatever. Now, you can say, Abba, you weren't very charitable when you played those clips. You didn't give him the best light. I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't think there's... and keep in mind, too, we put out our video maybe a week after. So by this point, Charlie Kirk had been in the news for a good 7 days. Everyone talking about his politics, his faith. It's like, it's a pro-life argument. We all know you think the fetus is a person. That's why you think it's wrong. It's fine.
Blind date.
To act like that's taken out of context is just so crazy. It's like seeing a Muslim person in a debate and they're like, I don't eat pork. And if I don't play the whole context of why they say they don't eat pork, it's taking them out of context. But like, you're Muslim. I think most people know why you don't eat pork. No? I agree. I would just say, labeling people evil is just a blanket term to be able to just cut.
I don't think no one human is one thing. I think if we really want to talk about it from my personal perspective, I feel like all these things are in a way they're kind of like a form of possession. So when you possess really evil kind of thoughts and things like that, when I see people laughing at a situation like that, I'm like, I feel like there's just a certain, not a spirit possessing them, but I feel like it's a certain emotion that is possessing them. I don't think it's a work of evil within their being. I think it's that, like, bro, that's just that's within the human mind, bro. Like, monkeys be laughing at shit because it's within their mind to laugh at shit. So if somebody sees something, they're like, that's crazy as fuck. Like, I don't see that as a work of evilness. Now, if they've made it a part of their personality and they're like, no, I love this shit, and they endorse it, now that person has now endorsed evil, and that person has become it. But people making jokes, doing things like that is human nature. You can't spread hatred to people and expect them to have humanity for you when you lose your life. It doesn't work like that. But that's just a concept niggas don't understand.
Cut off any kind of sense of personhood in there. And like I said,
I don't consider them people. So
you don't consider,
again, feeling, I don't consider them people. So what are they? A fucking alien? Are they other? Are they extraterrestrial? You don't consider them humans because they're displaying an emotion that you don't like to see? Okay. So by that logic, okay, cause like, all right, that's such a stupid. Damn, calm down, calm the fuck. Yo, let me chill. Nigga, pissing me off.
Nah, I'm not. I don't even have a discussion with you because and at the end of the day, I know, especially at this point, dog. At this point, bro, with the whole Kirk situation, bro, I dropped a video on this shit, dog. Like, I've lost faith in humanity at this point.
Get the fuck out of here. If this is a situation that made you lose faith in humanity, then you must have fucking woke up yesterday. Fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, yo, you've missed so many world events. You know these niggas used to feed African American babies to alligators as bait. You know they used to tie people up against fucking like what's his names and like rip them apart. You know that now in the face of any social injustice, it's met with fucking people pushing back and telling us no, our opinion is invalid, even though we both understand the context of history and what has happened to people. But this is a situation that made you lose your faith in humanity. Not when they pulled up on a kid who was playing with a BB gun outside and they struck this man down and then asked him questions later. But he wasn't a man. He was only a little fucking kid. When they say you got a license to carry, oh yeah, I got a gun. Don't pull it out though. Don't pull it out because this bitch ass nigga scared. When they ran into a girl's house and they wrongfully ran into the wrong house and then she shot back and then they killed her, you didn't lose a little humanity then? Fuck out of here. Like, niggas is just weird, bro. You goofy as this made you lose humanity, bro? I can point to so many fucking events that have happened. Yummy. Latasha Harlan. I wasn't even alive during these events. That means I had to be born, learn about them, and then lose humanity. And I'm only 23. You fucking way older than me. You got experience on this earth. And you watching how people reacted to Charlie Clerk dying made you lose humanity? Were you not on the internet when X died? Not saying that you got to give a fuck. Not saying that you had to be a huge fan or anything, but niggas were making jokes about that. And no matter how you cut that cookie, no matter what he may or may not have did when he was alive, no man deserves to lose his life in a fucking car at 20 years old and be left there alone for the internet to see all over the internet and making jokes of it. That didn't, like, we want to talk about humanity? We want to talk about humanity? Fuck, man, shut the fuck up. They haven't released the Epstein list. They fuck kids, but you want to talk about humanity. Fuck out of here, bro. Humanity needs to be extended to those who need it. That's why we need to extend upon our empathy on other people. Because that's humanity. You can't lose the hunt for humanity. Just gain an understanding for human nature, nigga. When you ask why, tell them that it's human nature, nigga. Fuck losing humanity. We live on Earth. People are fucking barbaric. They had petting zoos for African American women back in the day. They hated on the curves. Then the shit became style. So everybody started shooting shit in their ass. Curves used to be ugly, gorilla-like, big lips. Now every bitch want them. And I say bitch because I'm talking bad towards, like, I'm talking towards a certain subject of people. Like, I'm filled with hatred right now. I said I'm filled with hatred right now. That set me off. Nigga talking about I lost faith in humanity because Charlie Clerk passed. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas got in the streets and said Black Lives Matter because they don't feel as if their voice matters, and then these niggas turned around and made a Blue Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, you didn't lose a little humanity there? And they proudly tote that flag around. Like, when I see that shit, I'm like, you do understand that was, like, in a sense, an anti-movement that was created because black people got in the streets and said that they mattered in the face of somebody being stood on for their neck being stood on for 8 minutes and dying. And then nobody doing anything until people got on the streets and said something about it. But Charlie Clerk's death made your black ass lose humanity. Fuck out of here.
This is all emotion.
Yeah.
Remember when he said the left is emotional? This is all emotion. He saw a tragedy. It affected him. He's having that, like, traumatic response. I don't have to put a trauma word on him, but you get what I'm saying. And he's changed his values because of it. That's an emotional response. You should sit on things, reflect for a long time, think about it. But he's already talking about it and saying my views have shifted. It's okay to pump the brakes after a big. It's like you have an argument with somebody. I fucking hate that. That's emotional.
Let that shit rest, bro. Yeah, emotions come and go. They forever fleeting. That's the thing about emotions. When you try to tell another nigga that they emotional. What I'm about to pull up right now is what happened the day of the Charlie Clerk situation in my personal life. Because I wrote about it. I sat down and I said, nigga, this shit is crazy, brother. This shit is fucking absolutely absurd. I'm crazy that... not crazy. I'm... Like, this shit's crazy. It sucks that it happened. And I wanted to write about it from a perspective that is like, you know what? Let me not talk like bullshit. Let me not just turn the camera on and spill some bullshit. Let me actually, get my thoughts out and actually understand shit. Because like I said, it is a traumatic situation. It happened in front of people. I didn't watch the video because I noticed it off the internet when shit like that happens. But it's real, bro. Shit like that really be happening. I gotta wrap this video up. I'm gonna end it off with this shit right here. If y'all want to see part 2 of me reacting to all this bullshit, I got you. If you want to add to it, I got you. All right. I said a politician was shot. I think I misspoke. I don't think he was a politician. I think he just spoke politics. I think he spoke out loud about shit that was going on. Then I said who his name was. I said, though I don't celebrate death or violence towards humans, this person was a regressive and threat to positive evolution. I fear retaliation from ignorant supporters. But the world is at war type shit. Take care of those people. Take care of your people. Stay diligent. I'm not here to celebrate death and violence. I don't like how this is a joke to people. The narrative could be spun and turned into a reason for violence towards those who are progressive. Vigilante justice. Nigga, that was wrote the day that shit cracked off. The day that happened. The day that happened, I sat down and I wrote that. Now, you know what should be highlighted? That last sentence that I said. I don't like how this is a joke to people. The narrative could be spun and turned into a reason for violence towards those who are progressive, violent, vigilante justice. I immediately seen how people were reacting, the jokes, the memes, and I was like, yo, this is such a traumatic situation that there's going to be a subsection of people that don't understand why people's first reaction may be to make jokes, which is ultimately going to turn their brain off from any understanding, and we're seeing it transform right here in this situation. It's gonna turn their brain off from any comprehension to what, like, any adverse reaction or feeling. You know what I'm saying? So they may feel emboldened or feel like their justice is valid because they're hurt by your reaction towards this shit that's going on right now. And what the fuck happened? This is the work of the left. This means war. This means this. This means that. Nigga, why isn't there unity and actual fucking solutions to these issues that we have? You niggas want to just invoke the same emotion that was given to you because you're hurt. It don't work like that. We gotta talk through this shit. We gotta work through this shit. You gotta fucking type through your emotions. You gotta fucking work through your emotions. You gotta read through your emotions. Like I said, in this shit, I'm not condoning his violence. I'm not condoning his death. I'm also not. I'm not condoning his death by being like, yo, listen, I don't condone the shit like that, but I understand why people are like reacting the way that they are. I'm not saying that it's justified, but I'm literally just putting the facts out there. I'm saying from my perspective, I can understand why people have that view and perspective towards him. He was a regressive figure towards what I deem as progressive conversation, in the sense of certain shit like making fucking people have children when they may not want to go through with it. That's regressive to me, because then we're going to be having kids out here that are born out of just sheer fucking they have to, when that's not cool. That's not fucking cool. Yeah, man, go to therapy, work through your emotions before you get on the internet talking to other people, because they're obviously going to give you their feelings and opinions, and then they'll leave you in a position where you're either going to argue with them and then you end up bad faith like this nigga, or you really can stand on your 2 feet and you can really say what you need to say. It can be filled with emotion, but it can be logical as fuck, and it's like fuck holes, fuck all of that shit. We all as humans have holes in our logic. There's flaws in everything. Yeah, we live in a society, bitch. Alright, we all are entitled to our own opinions, but at the end of the day, again, there is a quote-unquote progressive side and a non-progressive side, and I think at any point when you do not appoint the opposing team the same advantages that you have forfeited progression. I'm not saying that you have to engage with them. I'm not saying that you have to enable conversations with them, but when you try to fucking stifle what they're saying, you try to fucking blackball them and get them out of there. Hey, nobody could talk, nobody could do this. You don't have to platform them. No, but you do not have to blackball them. You don't have to ostracize them. They are entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Just like you are entitled to embolden those that you feel like need to be emboldened with said information. Are you catching the shit I'm kicking to you? Because you my goalkeeper. You supposed to hold me down. Try to hustle my flow, baby. You in charge. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this video. I think this is gonna be something I edit down into some content, man. I'm gonna try to get some conversations flowing with this, because this kind of shit really like be sparking my mind. It really gets my brain going, man. And like I feel like there are places and spaces where people like having these conversations, and I'm trying to get in them bitches. Take me through there. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you niggas though. This ain't no argument. Suck my dick. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. We all walking away and getting off the internet by the end of the day. But look, I appreciate y'all checking this video out, man. Come through and check me out on Twitch at CreoLou333. You can watch me over on YouTube at Creo Achoo. I stream on Twitch over there. I stream on Twitch over there. I stream live over there as well. I multi-stream on these 2 channels right here. You can come check your boy out on both of them. And then also my main channel, where I think I'm going to upload like an edited version of all my content. You know, thank y'all for joining. Let me know what your comments, feelings, and emotions are down in the comment sections below. And again, if you think that this is a debate or we're gonna go tit for tat back and forth, nah, but you can share how you feel. Everybody's entitled to do such a thing. Y'all have yourselves a swell rest of y'all day. If you play Black Ops 7, nah, I'm just kidding. Have a good one, bro. I don't know. Nigga, I have been on this bitch way longer than I expected to be. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I am very tired. To conclude this live stream, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to conclude this live stream? I'm gonna just go my black ass to bed. I gotta free. Y'all see that message? Oh, y'all can't see it. It says free up storage space. I gotta buy me some fucking, what's his name? Some USBs. I have to. Y'all have yourselves a good rest of y'all night. I'll see y'all on the next one. If you're rewatching this over on YouTube, Hold on now. That shit sound a little sickly. I better not be. I gotta power through. Nigga that comes outside. Number the best. Alright, deuces, chat. Deuces. Oh, only I'm still streaming. Fuck, only I'm still streaming on YouTube. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, ain't it? That shit crazy. YouTube, I'll see y'all later. Actually, no, I'm about to give YouTube like a little. I think YouTube's the only place that my content actually like gets uploaded to. Like Twitch, the VODs delete themselves after a while. So at the end of the day, yeah, this is really where the archive shit's gonna be. Hey, man, reporting live, tapping in. This is gonna be like a gold mine in the future, like a little Easter egg gold mine to all the folks that are tuned into my content when this shit's actually like working out successful. You know, we got communities, we got groups, we got people flowing in and out of the comment sections below. To the random nigga that just locks in and watches this video and then gets all the way to the end, how am I doing, bro? How am I doing, bro? Shit, I may even like archive this and then come back to it, bro. It's all a matter of continuously applying yourself and doing what you're doing. You may not always be doing the right thing, but if you're doing your thing, you'll eventually do the right thing type shit. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is this, right? Boom, bow, boom. If you're applying yourself to be a content creator, you may not always be doing the right thing. The method may not always be the right way, but if you keep applying yourself, you will eventually stumble upon your way, the right way, or something that will help you formulate your own new way. Because this is the thing about life. We all fall into understanding that there is a norm and there is a way to go about things. There is a standard in a sense. When it comes to the algorithm, there's a standard. When it comes to getting your videos out there is a standard. I gotta sneeze on Jesus Christ. There's a standard to all the shit that we do, you feel me? But at the same exact time, niggas break standards by inventing shit all the time, bro. And that could be you. You could create the new standard. So while I'm sitting here right now thinking about how I'm going to have to edit this video, then I'm going to have to edit some shorts, and then I'm going to have this one content, you know, this full just uploaded on my channel. There are different ways that I could be accessed through here, bro. But watch, it's all going to fucking link back in one way, some way, how, and another, my nigga. People are going to be like, damn, the fucking live streams link back to the shorts link back to the short form, like the edited content. I got to sneeze. Bless me, cause you know Creo Achoo, that's what we do around here. We do nothing but bless. And you know, it's all a matter of just continuously pushing the ball forward, and that snowball effect. You know, you just got to build up that. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm really trying to build that up, and I'm trying to figure it out. Black Ops 7 is fun, so I think that's going to be a game that can help put content out and help shit expand. Work is fun. Got to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep getting to it. And the streams are fun, bro. I'm enjoying it. And it can only go up from here at the end of the fucking day, bro. And that's what the fuck's going to do. So, again, if you tapping in the future when I figure some shit out, G, just know it's always been in the plans. I'm just fucking trying to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow, G. And you know, the plan's already been there. And you know, when you on the road to success, you may feel like, am I doing the right thing? Yeah, bro, just keep going, keep motivated, keep pushing forward, keep striving for better, keep learning. Ask yourself, ask God, ask your ancestors, whatever it may be that is guiding you through these days. Ask yourself, whatever it may be, what do I need to do, and what can I do to be better? What can I do to be a little bit more attentive towards this thing that I'm doing? Answers will come to you. You got to hold yourself accountable. You got to not only hold yourself accountable, but you got to do the hard part. You got to do the hard part, my heart. You got to do the hard part, mud. You can't get there the easy way. You shouldn't want to either. If you want to get there the easy way, then you may not actually enjoy yourself to the fullest extent and potential, because you don't have all tools that are needed to sustain it, because you got that bitch easy. You don't want it that way. Or maybe you do. Depending on whatever it may be, I pray that you obtain it in a peaceful and a calm manner, goddammit. Thank y'all for coming out. Oh, I'm showing y'all unreleased. Nah, I'm not going to play a song right now. Have a good night, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. good morning and good evening. Yeah, if you're gonna go check out some of my other content, you a real nigga. If you just gonna, you know, call it a night from this one, you still a real nigga. Whatever it may be, you a real nigga. I love you. I really do. I care for you, bro. You going through some shit, you can reach out to me in my DMs right fucking now. I may not get back to you because I may not have words to either say, or like I may be sleeping or just doing something. But like, my nigga, you are not alone. I'm here with you. Though far apart, always in my heart. You are not alone. That nigga snap. But for real, bro, I'm here with you in spirit. You feel me? I feel like in one way or another we all connected because we're all part of the human race. So at the end of the day, bro, tap into that energy and know that I'm here to give you a big virtual hug, bro. I hope that some of this content is helping you through the shit that the day to day, bro. Whatever you got going on, immerse yourself in this content. Immerse yourself in the journey, bro. Cause that's what I'm trying to do. You feel me? I'm really immersing myself in my journey while also just living in real life, being like, damn, bro, like this is real life. What can I do to make life what I wanted for myself and my people around me? You know what I'm saying? That's me right now. So you do that same thing, bro. And if content needs to get you through these days, understand, bro, you're gonna get through them, and you're gonna grow to be a better person because you got through them fucking days. And keep getting through them days. And how you feel today may not be how you feel tomorrow, but it may be. So stay true on what you feel, but also, again, never be closed-minded to change and growth and expansion. We are all humans, okay? So instead of growing angry with people, grow understanding with them. Grow at peace with them. Be thankful for all interactions because they are there to teach you something, okay? Don't look at other people's discretions or bad things as things that can bring you down or anything like that. Hey, maybe that's just them in their expression of what they got going on. Thank everybody for giving you a hint of their time or whatever it may be. If it's positive, you ain't got to thank niggas for giving you their negative energy. It's as simple as that. Let's keep eliminate these negative ass marks. Through time, bro, it's a time battle, bro. You got to weather the storm. This shit don't happen overnight. This shit don't happen overnight, my nigga. So like we talked about all throughout this video, watching the party die, all that bullshit, it is a matter of bleeding. It's a game of cat and mouse, my nigga, and you gonna bleed silent, and they playing it, so we gotta play it just as much. We gotta educate them. Educate yourself. Keep educating the masses. Make sure you are drinking water, motherfucker. That's the least you can do. If you're not gonna be eating like that, if you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, having abnormal eating patterns, nigga, at least drink agua, H2O, that good sodium chloride, nigga. I don't know, so I think sodium chloride is salt. Don't drink salt, because that's going to dehydrate you. Yeah, I know my shit. I really do. I feel like Lil Dicky at the end of his album when the niggas just talking. I could really just keep going, bro. And I might just, to be completely honest, this is a little gold gem nugget that you may find in the future. Like, this nigga really just used to turn the camera on and talk to himself. Hell yeah, bro. I did. Y'all niggas do it without the camera, so what? Fuck out of here. You know damn well you be walking around your house talking to yourself, weird ass nigga. But you trying to get on the nigga trying to make his content creation journey work right now? How many fucking keys, fucking cocksucker? Alright, chat, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all, YouTube, everybody. Y'all know, hugs, kisses, smothering y'all with them forever and always. And then I'm locking you niggas in the headlock like this, motherfucker. Full Nelson. You got to go to sleep. You have to go to sleep. You have to go to sleep. You cannot fight. You cannot fight. You have to go to sleep. You have to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Snap that shit like that. Fuck. I'm in an uncomfortable